Would you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
He goes, set! 250!
Mike 54! Hey, defense, give me radar.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
You can't block me.
Hey, hey, Echo. Drill right.
Throwing on second down. Stafford, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ben Gideon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming up. Hey, easy. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Hey. Watch the slant. Hey. Watch the slant. Motion.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford eluding the play. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They can't stop.
Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at the 20.
It's going to be a long day.
Check to wide.
Switch.
Lucky 50. Leave it. Ringo, 48.
54 is Mike. 54.
Go.
Check, watch 54.
Go ahead.
Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
Mike, 54.
Throwing on second and 14. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still yo.
Hey, Delta.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Sponge.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Zebra.
Watch the curve. Right there.
Hey, Zoo.
54 Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mike 40, Mike 40.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks. Receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, 5-0. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 37, check 37. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Back to Mixon on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch safety quick.
22. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Throwing on second and 8. Stafford, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
48.
Crash, crash. 49, check 49, check
80 weapons. Hey, flipper, flipper.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go, here we go. 36, 36.
Hey, can't.
40's Mike, 40's the Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That's good for 28 yards.
And the Lions.
Matt, waiting.
First and 10.
Monday.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12.
Hey,
At the
Blue
48
50.
yard line.
54 Mike. Hey, 1 Sam. Check Mike 54.
Hey, easy.
On second and 12, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 33 yards that time.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He goes set. He goes 20.
Mike 54.
Big 20.
I got wide. 50. Hey. Check. Watch me.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Cousins now. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Five.
40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Yo.
Wide.
Check.
Hot.
Throwing is Cousins.
Okay, let's get set.
And Diggs has it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Cousins again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on second down. Cousins, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Right there.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54 miles. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Cousins to throw it. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Third and long for Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as a...
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
He's coming.
I'm coming. 40.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
54, right there, right
Hey,
there.
wahoo!
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
Throwing, Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Set. 180.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got double up.
Real right. 22.
Kill.
Hey, 50.
Again, it's Mixon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Monday.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
40 got.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike's 54. Mike.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On 1st down, Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Set. 250.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
20. 21. Hey.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I got it.
Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Zebra. Bravo.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
And middle.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check tight.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Mike, go. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check nickel.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Watch 54. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Kill. Check 4. Switch. Check it. Watch the shift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Check 13. 59.
Mixon will try to right side. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
54. I don't think you got it, son. 54's Mike.
From the gun, here's Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
It's complete to Diggs. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Hey, Echo.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Go, go.
First down, here's Cousins. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right there.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go, go, go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Watch the edge.
Hurry. Go here.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Check 3, check 3. Deuce, 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 deuce.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
You go tight.
Stay 50, stay 50.
You got tight right there. Check it out.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. On 1st down, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They run it again with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So this one's over.